Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Sunday the 23rd of June 2024 and this is a day a lot of us have been looking forward to. I have got Ezekyle Abaddon in my hands from Warhammer the Horus Heresy by Joy Toy. This action figure looks very cool. Quick look on the back. See, it comes with his gun, his sword and one alternate hand because he's got that menacing clawed hand there. You can see his rather menacing looking face there too. Does look very good. I am looking forward to this because it's such an iconic character. Why don't they release a 40k version of him? We will see, I guess. Okay, I'm going to stop this, unbox it and set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here he is. I've got mixed feelings. I mean, I think he looks good. Some things are amazing, like his face looks amazing. Other things perhaps don't really quite work so well together, maybe, or maybe it's just the pose I've put him in, but overall I do like him a lot. So accessories, he comes with a clear round base with the peg for the feet. He comes with the one alternate hand for his left hand, which is gripping, and he has that gripping hand so he can hold his sword here. Pretty nice painting on the eye. You can see the orange on the inside, but no inking on the handle or the hilt there. Okay, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right screen now. Get to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws too. The prize draw this month for 2 Warhammer 40k figures from Joy Toy. Okay, let's get a close look. I'll zoom out a little bit for this. Okay, so here he is. Get a close look at that really quite scary face. Beautifully inked, I think. A little bit more perhaps. Painting could be better, but it does look very cool. Then he's got his nice power fist with claws, or power claws. He's got his bolter, storm bolter there. Turn him around. Looks good in the back. He has got highlighting. Expect highlighting on the dark figures, but there's no inking inside here. There is inking on the sort of pipes on the sides, and inking on these sort of this tubing here. See the eye there, and his menacing claws. This needs perhaps a bit more dry brushing, make it pop. And you can see the eye on the shoulder. That sort of streak going down there, which I thought was a mistake, but it's not. It's actually part of the sculpt. He does look really menacing, as you expect. Okay, let's get an idea of articulation. So, head, he can look left, and he can look right. He can go side to side, forwards, backwards as well. And you can look inside, you see there's actually his head's from that gold disc. That's how it works. Shoulders are all the way around. He has got that new shoulder articulation, so he can get his arms better than the older figures. So he's getting not quite 90 degrees, but seems to be less on this arm. Why is this arm less? Have I not got that out enough? There we go. So he's getting not quite 90 degrees. His right arm's getting more, his left, not quite sure why. That's catching against something perhaps. But there's an improvement to what we've seen before, so that is nice. There is a bicep swivel. You saw the joint in the shoulder pauldron. There is a really good shoulder roll. His bicep bend, he's got a double joint, but he's still only getting about 90 degrees. Wrist is that same ball system, which is great. But if you've got something heavy, they're going to struggle to support it. This side, each finger has an individual joint. The thumb has 2 joints, has this one that bends, and then there's a ball joint at the bottom which you can twist and turn. So you can, if you want, you could make a sort of fist of sorts. And if you were seeing some loyalists, you can be incredibly mature, and you can flip them the Horus bird if you wanted to as well. And this hand does turn despite the cables, and there's also a bicep bend, or not bend, turn swivel. So trunk, really nice forwards, backwards, side to side is amazing, and turns amazing. Waist, there's a turn, there's a side to side, and there's a forwards, backwards. So together, forwards, it's okay, backwards, it's pretty damn good. Sideways, and sideways is amazing, and the turn's going to be great too. Hips won't go very far out to the sides because the fight armor coming up there, as we can see. Forwards, it goes out to the side, which is a bit of a shame, and not particularly high, but it's alright. Backwards, it goes out to the side, but it's pretty damn good to be fair, not so far out there. There is a thigh twist. He's got a double kneecap, very chunky legs, but he does get minimum 90, sort of can't really support the weight there. I can, so it's pretty good. Then his feet, we're used to, got a nice stiff turn, nice stiff swivel, really good tippy toe. I wasn't expecting to be that good. Small dorsiflexation, and he's got the toe articulation. Now size wise, the box says he is 15 cm. Let's get that pauldron looking a bit nicer. So I'm going to stand up straight for this. And he'd be taller than 15, but 15 to be somewhere around his head mark. It's normally what they do. Let's go down a bit more. Okay. So the very top of the figure is more than 15, but where's 15 going to be actually on him? Let's find out. I'll put this at 20 cm. Yeah, his head is, his top of his head is around a touch. 15.5 maybe top of his head. Top of the actual figure, that's his sort of plumage on his head. CM is around about 17.5 maybe. So he's looking nearly 17 inches to the top of the actual plumage, and top of the head is about 6.25 inches. So he's not a small boy at all. He is a big boy, and he does look good. Let's do a comparison with some figures. So first, let me just zoom out a little bit. Let's compare him to a Sons of Horus Mark 6 armor. Beaky boy. Yeah, it looks like two different sort of model lines. Huge difference to expect. Let's get something a little bit bigger and an enemy he can fight. This is the character, is it Fafnir Imperial Fist from the Horus Heresy. Now he's bigger, but yeah, still he's dwarfed. And that the difference in head size is quite notable on this. Let's go for something a little more his size now. Let's go for a Justerin Terminator, one of the his brethren from the traitors. And you see that he's bigger than them two. And they're about 14.2. They say in the box, and it says that he's 15. So. Interesting comparison. I think he looks great. I think his head's probably too big for my liking. They tend to scale the head according to the size of the arm as opposed to the size of the man inside. But then again, if he's a much bigger than normal man, or much bigger than normal superhuman, his head would probably be bigger as well. He's a really nice looking figure. I'm liking him more and more. I thought he looked great when I saw him in the pictures, and I just had my first little play. I was like, yeah, he's okay. But the more I sort of played with him and moved him around and talked about him and done his video, the more I'm sort of liking him. I think there's lots of potential here. That thumb's pretty good. He's a bit more range of motion though. But he is a scary individual for sure. Oh, I like that. Pretty cool. Great looking figure. Looked fantastic with other Horus Heresy stuff and the other Joy to Warhammer stuff. Again, make a nice addition to your centerpieces, because there's so many centerpieces now from Joy to in their Warhammer line. So it's a difficult to say which one is a centerpiece and which one is not. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and don't forget to check out the video description for discount codes and links for some of the better toy supplies. I'll see you in another video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.